Sage reporting for Kalkine Media. Thank you for joining us. You are watching Kalkine Media's mid-market show, price-sensitive updates. Australian stocks are looking a little weak at noon after touching over 1% during the early hours. Australian yields at the long end of the curve are up nearly 10 BPS at noon, and short-end rates are also higher. Commodity prices remain buoyant, and materials and energy sector are higher today. The energy sector leads the ASX 200 index, followed by materials, healthcare, information technology, utilities and telecom. Only consumer staples sector is lower. In market-sensitive news today, shares of Bravura Solutions Limited jumped 7.59% at $2.90 Australian during mid-market trading session. Leading software solutions provider reported a 54% drop in the first half net profit, but noted that the market confidence is on the rise following COVID-19 vaccine rollouts in the UK. Zipco Limited share price was trading 7.25% down at $11 Australian by lunchtime. Buy Now Pay Later reported a record-breaking first half after revenue jumped 130% to $160 million. Zip said that its half year was transformational. After a strong first half, the company remains focused on expansion. Shares of Veris Limited were down 2.56%, traded at 0.076 Australian dollars at noon. Leading national surveying services provider announced to raise 7.5 million Australian dollars capital via placement of 107.1 million shares at 0.07 Australian dollars each. The company noted in its unaudited report, because of the restructure in Veris Australia and organic growth generated in Aquira Technologies, Veris Limited achieved a revenue of $50.1 million in the first half of financial year 2021. Shares of QANTAS Limited rose 3.09%, traded at $5.16 Australian during lunchtime. The QANTAS Group reported loss of 1.03 billion Australian dollars in the half year of the financial year 2021 financial results. The company said that the domestic recovery has also been hampered by state border closures. Qantas expects the international flying to restart by October end 2021. Data centre as a service provider NEXTDC Limited share price was trading 2.95% higher at $11.51 Australian today at noon. Its data centre services revenue increased by 27% to Australian $121.6 million for the half year of financial year 2021. The company noted that despite lockdown and travel retractions, NEXTDC delivered its largest historical contracted build capacity in the half year. Shares of travel agency Flight Centre Travel Group Limited increased 9.36% at Australian $17.87 during the midday trading session. The company had implemented cost-saving measures during the COVID-19 pandemic, which reduced its cost base by 66%. Flight Centre maintained Australian $1.2 billion liquidity to navigate through the difficult period. Great Northern Minerals Limited share price was trading 8.33% higher at Australian $0.013 today during the mid-market session. The gold-focused explorer announced that mineral resources at its Big Bush gold mine in northern Queensland increased by over 220%. Shares of Propel Funeral Partners are up 4.07%, traded at Australian $3.07 at noon. Funeral service providers reported half-yearly net profit more than doubles to $8.2 million Australian dollars, an increase of 141.7%. The company declared an interim dividend of 6 Australian cents per share. That's all for now. Keep watching Kalkine Media's mid-market show, price-sensitive updates, for the latest news. Thank you. This is Sage reporting for Kalkine Media.